water with the blood of tyrants. I mean, of patriots to take on the tyrants. Well, guess what? That means the reason some argue on the far right, or the extreme gun side of the issue, that you have to be able to protect against the government taking over. Well, if that's the case, you need an F-15. You can't give a weapon to somebody. You can decide, I'm not going to give a weapon to a wife beater who's been convicted. I'm not going to give a weapon to a convicted criminal. I'm not going to give a weapon to somebody who, in fact, is not mentally stable. I'm not going to give a weapon to someone who is a vowed supremacist. I'm not going. They can be denied weapons. That's why the Brady bill. That's one of the background checks. I was able to get that passed early on. Mr. Brady, the guy who finally died, the guy who was shot with Reagan, was the press secretary before that for my colleague in Delaware, Bill Roth, in the family wells. So we got it passed. The entire fight has been to try to prevent these background checks. Why? Just to sell weapons. It's more than it's the gun manufacturers as well as the NRA, by the way. And so, rational gun background checks should be, in fact, made universal, number one. Number two, you should be able to limit the type of weapon. Now, I see some veterans here, and I thank you for their service. Does anybody need an AR-15 to go hunting? If you guys need an AR-15, you're a lousy shot, man. Lousy shot. Shotguns. My deceased son had shotguns, mainly skeet shooting. I'm not much of a hunter, he bird hunt. But the fact of the matter is that if you want to keep someone out of your home, you want to have a double-barrel 12-gauge shotgun rather than. No, it's the idea that you need it to protect yourself is simply not accurate. And by the way, who in God's name needs 100 rounds in a clip? Nationally, who was able to limit, for 10 years we had no assault weapons, legally. For 10 years we limited the number of clips, the number of bullets that could be in a clip to 10. For 10 years we had a lot of movement and a lot changed, except that in order to get it passed, I had to agree that we'd have to renew it in 10 years. And then there was things called hanging chads in Florida, and we lost it. But I believe we can do it again for a second reason. The reason is it's become a movement now. All those families have lost children. All those families have lost loved ones, whether it was up in Sandy Hook or down in Florida or wherever it was. They, in fact, have turned this into a movement, Rabbi. It's a movement now. And these kids are changing the way parents think. They're changing. You think I'm joking? I've met with them. I met with the kids from Florida after I was vice president, but up on Capitol Hill, they wanted to meet with me. I watched as they were going to go off to meet and speak to congressmen and senators who were reluctant to take on the NRA. And the congressmen and senators were shaking in their boots. They didn't want these kids out knocking on their doors. I'm not joking. Because it's become something that, and by the way, well over 50% of NRA members think we should have a rational gun policy. Well over 50%, over 85% of the American public thinks we have to do this. And the last thing I'll say is that, you know, we only think of, when we talk about guns, we tend to only talk about guns in terms of mass shootings. Every single day in America, there's a mass shooting, usually in an African American community. If you add up all the death toll, usually in a minority community, there's a mass shooting. I mean, not mass, I mean the numbers add up across the nation. We have to change the way in which we deal with the problems in communities that are underserved across the board. And that's one of the reasons why I think that I strongly believe the proposal I have is that we're going to triple the amount of money we pay to give for $15 to $45 billion a year. The reason for that is, you realize, though, anybody in here a teacher, a former teacher? Okay. By the way, my wife's in the classroom today teaching. That's why she's not with me. And guess what? How about people walk into your classroom? They walk with every problem they have at home. We have one school psychologist in America now for every 1,550 kids. Who are the people who can pick this up quickest to know what's going on? Teachers. But they can't. They're teaching them how to read, write, add, and subtract. Their job is not to be able to be the social worker or the counselor. So we got to